You are welcome to B1 Lesson 2. This is English Unlimited. And today's goals are we're going to look at adjectives that end with ing and ed. We will also look at the simple past or the past simple, that is Madiba state. And we will also be looking at listening, how to listen for information, and also what writing part 2 entails. What are we supposed to do in writing part 2? That is, what are the things that should be in that writing. We have 3 things or 3 points that should be in the writing part 2. So we will look at that also. But let's start with the adjective sifat, that is adjectives ending with ing or ed. Now look at the man in the picture. What is he doing? Now he's reading the book. Now the book, if the book is reading, is boring. If the book is reading is boring. And you can see from the picture that the man is not happy at all. The book might be boring. So if the book is boring, how will the man feel? How will he feel? If the book is boring, how will he feel? Yes. If the book is boring, how will the man feel? He will feel bored. So he will feel bored. We use the ing to talk about something that is outside us, something that is not in us, that is not within our bodies, that is not about us, something outside us. And then we use the ed to talk about something that is inside us, what we feel. So what we feel is the ed. And what is outside, something that we are talking, when we describe something outside us, not within people, how people feel, we use the ing. So this man will feel bored. So now, if he feels bored and therefore he decides to watch television, Now, and the television, the program is watching on television. If the program is interesting, how will he feel? Yes, how will he feel? So he will feel what? Interested. So once again, as you can see, we use ing to describe something outside our bodies and outside us, and then we use the ed to talk about what is within us, that is how we feel. So these are adjectives, and this is what we're going to look at today. Now, we call these adjectives participle adjectives. That is to say, we just take a verb. What we do is this, what we do with these adjectives, how we get these adjectives, they are from verbs. We just take a verb, and then we add ing. Now, when we take a verb and we add ing, we call that verb present participle. Okay. And then when we take a verb, and when we take a verb and we add ing, we call it present participle. And you can use this present participle to as an adjective. That's what we are doing now. So we take verb, we add ing, then become present participle. So that is interesting, boring. So we can say the movie is boring or the book is interesting. So verb and ing, but now it is cipher. And we call it present participle. And don't forget, this is not present continuous. Present continuous, there should be am, is, are with the present participle before we call it what? Present continuous. When you want to make present continuous, you take present participle, then you add am, is, are. Am, is, are before the present participle. Then you get the present continuous. You get the mudar mustamar. We are not talking about that here. We are talking just about verb and ing. No am, is, are. No. Okay. And then when you take a verb and then you add ed, or sometimes en, we call it past participle. This is what you sometimes call tasrif athalith, past participle. So this is what we are going to look at. How we use verb with ing, but we use it as an adjective, and then verb with ed or en, but we use it also as an adjective. So boring, bored. Interesting, interested. Annoying, annoyed. These are all examples I'm trying to give you. Now, let's now look at an exercise on this. Let's go a bit further. So we have here ing and ed adjective. Look at these photographs. Look at these photographs. How do the people feel? Complete the sentences with adjectives from the box. So we use this to complete A, B, C, D, E, and F. We use these to complete them. So let's look at B. Look at the photograph B. What adjective can we use to describe? Look at the woman here. So which adjective from the box can describe it? You can see that we can use what? Frightened. She's frightened. Khaif. And then we have C. Look at the man. So we can see the man is what? He's yawning. So it is what? This man is, yes, tired. And then we have D. D is the boy is what? Amused. Yes. So yes, he's having fun. Yes. And then E, the boys, this is E, the boys are what? Interested. So interested in something. You can see they focused on something. Interested. And then we have the next. They are F. You can see that they are worried. Taklak. So these are the answers we can use to answer these questions. And here, all of them, ed, 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 ed. This tells us how the people feel. You can see the word feel, how the people feel. Now we can look at the ing forms. Let's now look at the ing forms. Now look at these pictures. Complete the sentences with adjectives from the box. So we are going to describe these pictures. So we have, that's a frightening film. So you can see they're coughing and they are putting someone in it. So B, we use this word. So B, what do you think should be the answer? Some people think that program is, look at it, this thing at the TV, that program is what? Amusing. Yes, so amusing is the correct answer here. And then C, what do you think is the correct answer? I think this is about news. So I think this is worrying news. So this is worrying news. And then we have the next D. Lots of my friends say this is an magazine. So what should be Secrets of the Stars? So it should be what? An interesting magazine. Interesting. Yes, interesting magazine. And then we have E is got a, yes, which word here can fit in? The work is difficult. So we say it's got a tiring job. A tiring job. And then we all think that the book is what? This book, How to Clean Your Car. And this book will be obviously the last word here is boring. So we all think that book is boring. These are the answers. Let's now move to another activity. So now let's complete this with ing and ed. Read the sentences, and then we add ing or ed in the spaces. So which one do we use? Adjectives. We use what adjectives to describe the thing or person that causes the feeling. What causes you to feel something? What will make you to feel something? What do we use? So here the answer should be the ing form. So we use the ing to describe what causes, what makes you to feel something. And then we use the ed to talk about how you feel. Talk about how you feel. The ed talks about how you feel. Very good. So these are the rules. These are the canon that we use. We've seen that earlier on. Now I think we can move on to this past simple. Now we have two forms of the past simple, Madi Basit. We have two forms. We have be, and then we have the other verbs, all other verbs. This is be. I was, we were. And then the negative, he wasn't, they weren't. And then the question was I, were you? So am is are, the past becomes was and were. Now with the regular verbs, you can see that we have ed, regular verbs, we add ed. But irregular verbs, we use different words. Have, the past is had. Take is took. Then see is saw. So we can see that with the negative, how do we form the negative? The negative and questions of to be is like the same as is. I am not, he is not, she is not, the same. Just we use was and were here. But with the questions and negative, we add did. With the negative, we use didn't. With the questions, we add did. Now, when you add did, then the verb becomes filasas, bidun idafa, no D. Look here, I arrived. But the negative, he didn't arrive. Okay, so you can see that no ed. After didn't, no ed, filasas. After didn't or after did, asas. The same, I had or he had. But after didn't, we use the asas, have. The asas is have. We don't say he didn't had. No. Asas is have. Took. The asas is take. So Bada didn't asas have, take, and see. The same after did, asas have, take, and see. Not had. Lisa had. Lisa took. Lisa saw. Bada did or didn't feel asas. Okay. So let us now look at listening. We talk about listening now. I will share a new slide, a new screen with you so that we look at the listening. Good. Now, this is the listening. I want you to look at these pictures and then you listen to a conversation between Greg and Sophia. Now, the correct answer is C. Listen and tell me, why do you think the correct answer is C? So listen and then you tell me why the correct answer is C. Okay, so listen now and tell me, why is the correct answer C?
Exam Folder 4. Listening Part 1. Exercise 2.
1. What do they decide to do tomorrow?
This weekend is so boring. Let's go out and do something tomorrow. I'd like to do some sport. Would you like to play tennis with me?
I'm not very good at tennis. My best sport is hockey. I'd like to have a game tomorrow.
Don't be silly. We can't play hockey with just 2 people. We could go out on our bikes. Let's cycle to the lake and take a picnic.
Great idea!
Now listen again.
This weekend is so boring. Let's go out and do something tomorrow. I'd like to do some sport. Would you like to play tennis with me?
I'm not very good at tennis. My best sport is hockey. I'd like to have a game tomorrow.
Don't be silly. We can't play hockey with just 2 people. We could go out on our bikes. Let's cycle to the lake and take a picnic.
Great idea!
Yes, that's good. So you can see why I see the answer is because Sophia said what? Great idea. And 2 people cannot play hockey. So when you look at the reasons, what do they decide to do tomorrow? Sophia said great idea when Greg says they should ride their bike to have a picnic. So that is the correct answer. Now I want you to listen. I want you to listen to some conversations and then you choose the correct answer. And this is what I'm talking about. Now you listen to conversations 2, 3, 4, and 5 and choose the correct answer. So you listen, you hear each conversation 2 times, and then you choose the correct answer. 1. 2, the question is, which shop are they going to first? And then 3, when is Tim meeting his father? So you look for answers about the time. And then, where are they going on Saturday evening? These are the places. Look at the pictures, you can see. And then, when is Paula's birthday party? So this is the calendar, so you can see the date. Now, first, read the questions once again. Read the questions again. Look at the pictures and read the questions before you listen. Yes, you can pause the recording and then read the questions and then look at the pictures before you listen. Okay, now listen. Oh, sorry. Sorry, we had a little. Okay, you can now listen and then you answer questions 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Exam Folder 4. Listening Part 1. Exercise 4.
2. Which shop are they going to first?
I want some shampoo to take on holiday. The chemist is at the other end of the shopping centre, so let's go and look for your swimming costume first.
Oh, yes. There's a really nice one in the sports shop over there.
OK. And remind me to buy something to read on the plane. The bookshop is next to the chemist's.
Now listen again.
I want some shampoo to take on holiday. The chemist is at the other end of the shopping centre, so let's go and look for your swimming costume first.
Oh, yes. There's a really nice one in the sports shop over there.
OK. And remind me to buy something to read on the plane. The bookshop is next to the chemist's.
3. When is Tim meeting his father?
Have a good time, Tim. Don't forget we're meeting tomorrow morning outside the railway station at 11.
Oh, Dad, that's much too early. I'm going out with Simon tonight. We're spending the evening at a nightclub. We're staying there till midnight. I can't meet you until the afternoon. 2 o'clock is better.
OK, but don't be late. And have a good evening.
Now listen again.
Have a good time, Tim. Don't forget we're meeting tomorrow morning outside the railway station at 11.
Oh, Dad, that's much too early. I'm going out with Simon tonight. We're spending the evening at a nightclub. We're staying there till midnight. I can't meet you until the afternoon. 2 o'clock is better.
OK, but don't be late. And have a good evening.
4. Where are they going on Saturday evening?
I've got an invitation to a concert on Saturday evening. Ewan is playing the violin, and he says I can have 2 free tickets. Do you want to come?
Well, I've got 2 tickets for the rock band at the town hall on Saturday evening. It starts at 8 o'clock, but I can go with someone else.
Oh, I'm coming with you to that. Please.
OK. And don't forget we're taking your little brother to the cinema on Saturday afternoon.
Now listen again.
I've got an invitation to a concert on Saturday evening. Ewan is playing the violin, and he says I can have 2 free tickets. Do you want to come?
Well, I've got 2 tickets for the rock band at the town hall on Saturday evening. It starts at 8 o'clock, but I can go with someone else.
Oh, I'm coming with you to that. Please.
OK. And don't forget we're taking your little brother to the cinema on Saturday afternoon.
5. When is Paula's birthday party?
You know Paula's 16 soon.
Surely not. Time passes so quickly. Now, let me see. When is her birthday? It's the 15th of May, isn't it?
That's right. It's on a Monday. So the party's 2 days before, on the 13th. That's a Saturday.
Now listen again.
You know Paula's 16 soon.
Surely not. Time passes so quickly. Now, let me see. When is her birthday? It's the 15th of May, isn't it?
That's right. It's on a Monday. So the party's 2 days before, on the 13th. That's a Saturday.
Very good. So let's look at the answers. So the answers are 1. We have the correct answer for 2 is what? B. So B is the answer here. And then 3, the correct answer is 2 o'clock. Is C. And then for 4, the correct answer is A. A is the correct answer. And then 5, the correct answer is A again, is 13th May. So these are the answers. Here is C. Let me mark it very well. And this is A. Very good. So B, C, A, and A again. Very good. Now let's move to the next skill. Let me share something new with you. Let me share. This with you about the writing. Yes, so we have here writing path 2. Now, look at this question. You are spending a day in the capital of your country next Saturday. Write an email to an English friend called Helen. In your email, you should say what you would like to do in the city, tell her what time you are arriving, and suggest where to meet. Now, all writing questions, you must write 3 things, 3 points. So don't forget, look for only the 3 points, okay? You can say the bullets here, bulleted items. The 3, every writing 3 bulleted items. Make sure you write to cover all the 3. Write about all the 3. 1, 2, 3. Every writing 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you cover it. And also make sure your words are 35 to 45 words. 35 to 45 words. Don't write more than 45. And don't write less than 35. So that is it for today's lesson. It's a pleasure meeting you today too. God willing, we will continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.